Two couples bound to be together with each other got married, living a holy good life, praying to God for a child, praying to God for children. The couples came on and on praying to God about having a child.
Yes.
They thought that they could never have a child, similar to the story of Abraham and Isaac. But one day, God heard their prayers. After a very long time,
Yes.
they were given a child. They were given a boy
Yes.
that they loved so much and promised to love so much, because they spent lots of years without that. And everyone knows, if you are given one of your seeds, you have to be happy. But something came on the way. Something tragic. Something despicable. The child was born, but 2 years later, the child remained fatherless. The child was separated from the family by death. The child did not have anyone. He was the only child. The father and mother, all were taken up. Remember, God's plans are always God's plans.
Yes.
No one is to fight that.
Yes.
You can imagine the agony, the pain, the pain of the spirits that wanted a child for almost 20 years of marriage. And after they got one, they did not get a chance with him and they left this world. You can imagine the pain that the child could grow up with, knowing that the parents died just 2 years after his birth. No one could take care of the child again. The child's life took a dark turn. He was taken to foster homes that he suffered into. I cannot speak details because there is no time. The time is running. The hour that we were given is running. And whatever it is that we are awaiting is almost here.
Yes. Yes.
They treated him like ill. Others threw him away from homes. He was almost killed countless times. Luck was never on his side. He worked on the streets as a street child. You can imagine the agony that the father and the mother were going through when they saw their child in that condition. He almost got to death, to a point where the father was happy that the child was going to meet them. But God had other plans. The details, you will get them soon. I cannot speak to them. I cannot speak to you about the details because I did not live that life. But I will make sure to you that the details will come to you. And so the father, with the agonizing spirit, went down to God, begged him, prayed to him, to help his son. The suffering was enough on earth. If it was possible, then he would end that suffering of the son and bring him up to them. Being mistreated, beaten up on streets, living the wrong path of life, thrown out from foster homes. And there was a deal that was struck. not by God, but by one of the angels who was sent by him. He spoke to the Father
Yes.
and he told the Father,
Yes.
the time for the agonizing spirits is over. The child has suffered enough,
Yes.
and there is a way to hell.
Yes.
So the plan was made. The Father was given a task to do.
Yes.
The Father was imbued with a task to do. And that task, each succession, would ensure that the child is safe. But remember, the Lord never controls one's heart.
Yes.
It was not a bargain, it was just a promise. The Father was given a task to help those of whom on earth are lost sheep,
Yes.
those of whom walk in the path of darkness and want to leave and go to the path of light, but yet cannot. A work similar to the ones that the brethren were doing. And so the Father did it with utmost strength and concentration. He loved the work more and through the time. And as time went, he was added to more power. His hierarchy was added on. He was given strength. He was given power to a point that he could now appoint people to work on his behalf. But he did not just sit and watch.
Yes.
He went on to complete another task.
Yes.
Do you remember when we told you the egg comes once in a while after long years?
Yes. Yes, we remember.
That egg, the goose, only gives out one egg. Only one singular egg. And that egg can only be bared by one person. We will come to that.
Yes.
The Father, throughout his hierarchy, he went on to be the guardian of the goose, to make sure that no evil took upon destroying the goose. Therefore, he was the goose's caretaker. Made sure that the goose was treated in the best way possible, so that when the time of laying the egg comes, it is going to be the best. The child suffered on earth throughout the time. He was beaten up. He was poisoned. The luck of his life lied only on God's hands. He himself, as a young child, wanted to commit suicide because he was already tired of the life at that young age. And that came, and the breakthrough came. The Father made a deal. In the process of anointing spirits to come up and pick up vessels, he took up one of the spirits who did the best work, one of the anointed ones who did the best work, and in that he gave him the hierarchy of being the king of them.
Yes.
And he gave him a task. he told him to protect the son at all cost. He
Yes.
told him to do everything to protect the son, to protect the boy,
Yes.
until the right time came, until he was old enough to be told the truth about the life.
Yes.
And in that bargain, in that agreement, there was one slight argument. There was one slight addition to the agreement.
Yes.
The father made the son forget all about the suffering and the past life and the agony and pain of living without parents. Everything that he went through, he made him forget.
Yes.
He hid that memory away from him and gave him new ones. But remember, the memories could not stay forever. And so he made a deal. Once his work was over, once the goose had laid the egg, no matter how long it took, he would reveal the truth. And there and then, he was sure. He had faith in God that God would never let him down. And so he had faith that the time that will come, the time that the goose will be laid, it would be enough time for his son to grow up knowing the truth.
Yes.
And so the work began.
Yes.
The appointed spirit came on earth.
Yes.
The appointed spirit took up the responsibility of raising the son. The appointed spirit walked with him, took him up for work, gave him missions like any other persons that were given missions. By this part of the spirit, you can connect the dots and you at least can give names to the faces, to the hierarchies that I have given you, can't you?
Yes.
By now, I believe you know some of the people that I'm speaking about. It is
Yes.
so obvious on who the King of Spirits is.
Yes.
He came on earth. He took care of that boy. He made sure that that boy did not lack. Remember, he was given missions like any other. But again, time came, and that time was now. I told you I'm not going to waste time. I am going to give you details of everything. Everything else shall be revealed to you soon.
Yes.
Be keen. This is where the twist comes from.
Yes.
When the sun was roaming earth, the time for the father was over. The one who takes care of the goose, the one who takes care of the golden goose, was released from his task.
Yes.
Remember, he was appointed the work of helping the individuals on earth. He did a very good job that his hierarchy grew by the time he completed missions.
Yes.
And during the growth of the hierarchy, he appointed others to help him in the task.
Yes.
He chose one of the greatest one to be the leaders of the rest. His side besides the great ones. And that is why the emergency call was given.
Yes.
I want to give you the real picture of this call.
Yes.
As you very well know, the leaders who was chosen to lead the spirits into missions.
Yes.
Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Who is he?
Abonyang. Yes.
When he was given the task to come and save the boy, he took it and he made sure to take care of the son of his master, to make sure that he walked in the path of light. He created a new life for him. He created a new past for him. And now it is time for the true past to be revealed. And now I am giving you that task. The task of making sure that the truth does not destroy the vessel. Are we clear?
Yes.
Because as memories come,
Yes.
as his memories are going to return, every pain that he passed through is going to come back. Every suffering that he passed through is going to come back.
Jesus.
We are going to be there at the moment. We will be with you through.
Yes.
When the leader of the spirits was given the task of taking the child, he took in the boy as one of his own. The memories that were put in his mind were memories of being his own, were memories of being his own son, living with his family, were memories of him. And on top of that, he left the vessel that he had back then and took him as the vessel.
Yes.
Something that rewrote history of the spirits. Because if a vessel was taken up by a spirit, it only had to mean that that vessel and the spirit were compatible, and that had to come from a bloodline.
Yes.
And when I say history was made, the vessel and the spirit comparted very well, and there was no link whatsoever of bloodline.
Yes.
That is why we consider him as the golden goose on earth.
Yes.
Because there is one truth that you are told. He is compatible to light, equally the same way compatible to darkness, which means any spirit of any kind, be it his hierarchy of blood or not, can manifest itself in him. And that is why the eldest spirit was able to compatible with his body, with the vessel, and therefore gave him a new life. With sudden news, this news is going to turn up to be the saddest one. Not only for him, but for everyone close to him. I myself made all this happen. My son was brought to me. My son was born to me, and I left him on this earth to suffer. I am the father who was given a child and taken away from him. I went to him. I went to the hierarchy. I went to the most powerful and asked him to save my son. He gave me the ability. He gave me a task to help people on earth. I was the first to be chosen in our drum line. I was the first spirit to be given a vessel on earth. I was the one who was taking care of the golden goose. I was the one who gave the King of Spirits the task of taking in my son. He took my son as his own, told him that he was his father and his children were his siblings. His wife was his mother. And when we said that something important came up, it was the time for the goose to lay. It was time for the goose to go into rest. And I connected his memories with the last time of the goose, which means the time of the goose to rest brings back all his memories. Within no time, his memories will be back. I am the father of the boy that was used to you as a vessel of the holy ones. I am the father, the true father, the birth father of the boy that was used as a vessel for the King of Spirits. I am the father of the boy you call a friend, a brother. But as I give you information, I tell you, it is not going to be easy information to take in.
When you see my eyes open, you know very well it means business.
Yes.
Just as you said, one of the vessels' real identity has been revealed to you. And if you have the heart of a warrior that you'll be nurturing, you'll get to connect and you'll get to understand. You'll get to know the points.
Yes.
Mr. Mark,
Yes.
that one person who has been with you in this journey, that one person whom you have been believing in so much, he has been taking care.
Yes.
Of someone else's child, who is a child, the Holy One, who was given a task to protect the goose
Yes.
until it lays until the eggs hatches. And today he has revealed the identity. It will be so hard for you to explain to the boy, to make him understand on what kind of memories he has right now. Mr. Mark,
Yes.
Mr. Mark,
Yes.
if you have a listening ear,
Yes.
you will connect.
Chief.
If you don't understand, then we'll come back and make you understand well. Because today,
Yes.
remember, we still have an appointment with you.
Yes.
We just came to highlight. We will give much to the details, Holy One.
Brethren.
Remember, I was the caretaker of the goose. For centuries, none has had that work. And therefore I leave you by saying, there is only one egg, and only one person can behold the egg. The one who took care of the goose. The one who took care of the goose till it laid the egg. And that is why I told you, the goose that is presented before you is the only goose. The egg that is presented before you is the only egg. We have found information from the evil ones
Yes.
that there are to come different type of eggs presented before you
No, we will not allow
in
that
order
to
for
happen.
them to manipulate you.
We will not
Remember,
Yes.
only one egg is
Yes.
laid.
Yes. We will not allow that to happen. Jesus Christ.
When I gave the task,
Yes.
remember, I chose the best.
Yes.
But even in the best, I made mistakes. There are some of the people I chose that interpret things wrongly.
Yes.
There are some of the people I chose that interpret visions wrongly. It is not their fault. But remember,
Yes.
I am now back and free.
Yes.
Because now it is time for me to choose another guardian of the goose.
Yes.
Only I can give out the task.
Yes.
Only I can give out the task of the guardian of the goose. And
Yes.
it's only I that can behold the egg. Never trust any egg. Never, ever. It is on your own consequences.
Yes.
How are we going to explain to him?
I am not a brethren.
Yes, Holy One.
Sorry, Holy
We
One.
are sorry.
How am
But
I going to
You are
explain?
human beings, you understand the languages of human beings.
yes, but now you know.
I myself am in pain. In pain for taking away the memories of my child. But it had a cost. But the cost was a better one. At least he got to live the path of light. He got to walk into the path of light. And I am very proud for my servant for taking care of him in the best way possible.
Nasikia hata kichwa inaniuma.
It is time for you
Yes.
to reveal the truth.
Yes, please, Holy One. If you can make him to understand when we are explaining to him, because
he's always emotional.
he's emotional,
Guys,
please.
umesikia?
Kai,
I'm going to come back.
tutaanza aje man?
Guys, guys.
Wallahi sijui tutaanza aje. Kai, Mungu Baba. Mark. Mark. Mark.
Guys,
Tutaanza aje? Si huo ni Jontee wanaongelea manani?
ni Jontee. Anasema ati huyu
Na
ni
kwani?
Jontee ukweli.
Tumejipata katikati ya bahari. Unajua mimi naona tu tunaongea tukisonga, sasa hiyo na malimaji imetufikia ama
Guys,
what is not happening? Sasa
Jontee aje.
tutaanzia wapi?
Yaani huyu ndo Papa Jontee ukweli.
Huyu ndo Baba Jontee ukweli? Ule sijui amemlea
Anasema
na
yeye
akaerase akaweka memory nyingine ndo asione ni kama ameaniteseka.
my God.
Kumaanisha
Kumwambia aje ule
Jontee si
kijana.
mtoto wa Baba Onyango.
Si mtoto wa Baba Onyango.
So they are not brothers with
Yes. Sasa ati huyu mwenye alikuwa na protect the golden goose ndio the real father of Jontee. Sasa tutaenda kumbreakia hiyo news. How are you going to break that news? Na Jontee kwanga emotional.
we atacha hivyo. Mimi mwenyewe nasikia kichwa inaniuma, wewe unasikia nafikiria atachukulia aje.
Guys,
Please give us the energy.
na tumejipata katika mto.